I'm Melinda Wells. I have over 12 years experience working in the humanitarian sector, both on the policy side and also on the response side. A lot of that time was with the Canadian Red Cross. And most recently, I've been working with UN Women on the humanitarian response to the Syrian refugee crisis in Jordan. But I think particularly on World Humanitarian Day, I would reflect on three main things. The first one is the opportunity to take a moment of solidarity with the millions of people that are affected by humanitarian crises throughout the world, and look at how we can do more than we're already doing to end those crises and also to better support and respond to the needs of the people that are experiencing them. I think the second thing is to take that moment to reflect on the concepts and norms that underpin humanitarian response. And these are concepts that, of course, are present in international humanitarian law, but also go much beyond that and cut across cultural, religious, and social traditions throughout the world. You know, concepts like the protection of civilians in conflict, the right to have access to life-saving aid and medical services, the obligation to protect the people that provide those services, treatment of detainees, ensuring the detainees are treated with dignity and, according to some basic norms and standards, limiting the means and methods of warfare. I think those kinds of concepts are one of the key pillars that underpin us all, underpin our humanity. And so, taking a time to reflect on that and recognizing that these are not just laws on paper, but in fact, essential and fundamental principles that almost every society has agreed on and come together as a global community to agree on in international law. I think the third thing is really to appreciate the states, the groups, the agencies that are already now working together to ensure that humanitarian space is protected and ensure that the needs of the most vulnerable are responded to. I mean, I think that we sometimes focus on the gaps and the places where things aren't working well, but there are many states, many governments, many groups that are respecting these norms and allowing humanitarian aid to be provided, and that's an important thing to remember as well. This has been a process for me of, taking one job or one position and then really beginning to imagine humanitarian work more as a career that would really shape a good chunk of my life. I think one of the things that has been very motivating is the lessons that you learn in this work about the strength of the human spirit and the privilege of witnessing and supporting people who are moving forward in the face of what seems like insurmountable odds and just devastating difficulties to try to rebuild lives even after the worst kinds of crises. And I think being a part of that, whatever small role you can play in helping to support people in their own process of rebuilding their lives is a privilege and an honor. It certainly has helped me reflect a bit on what are the essential elements of my life and what are really the things that we need in order to consider ourselves safe and happy. And so that's it. I think it's been a very rewarding career and one that I look forward to continuing.